Hello friends and welcome to my channel. Today we are planning out the week of March 17th through the 23rd. In my Caress Press inserts, I am using this exclusive art kit from Winter Designs, who is back open for printed kits. Winter Designs does also sell printables, so if you print and cut your own stickers at home, that is available too, but you can also order from her shop now and have them shipped directly to your house. So either way, no matter how you plan, there's options there. And then with this, I did go ahead and pair gold foil with it. The foil bundle is also from Winter Designs. I ordered it when I originally bought the kit. Had I been planning in present day, I probably would have gone with a dark forest green or a brown foil for this spread, but I already had the gold, and then I do have some underlays as well from Planet Hannah that I'm going to mix in, and I want to say I got those in light gold, so we have two different golds. It's fine, but you can use my code Rosey15 to save at Planet Hannah and get my freebie, which I went super simplistic this time so that everybody could get use out of it. I was just kind of in that mood. Yeah. I used the spread this week because this was the week that the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Why does that not sound right? No, that wasn't the new. Sunrise on the Reaping is the new book that came out. This was the week that Sunrise on the Reaping came out. I didn't read it this week, but I still wanted to use this kit, especially in March. I feel like all the greens, for some reason, just really give March to me. Yeah. Oh God, this was the week that I started dating this guy, Nick. I want to say we dated for like a month. It ended horribly. I now refer to him as Little Dick Nick, so if I bring it up, that's who I'm talking about. Not really much to say. I mean, it was fun while it lasted, but things just ended really badly. He's super immature. Yeah. In real life, things have... in my last plan with me, I talked about how lonely I was and just struggling with that, and that has only amplified. If you've been around for, I don't know, like 9-10 months now, since last November of 2024, you'll have a little bit more of an idea of what's going on, but I don't even know what to call this person anymore. I guess, I know someone that lives in Japan, and we were friends, for over 30 years, and we met in preschool. I called him my brother. I'm an only child. I don't have any siblings, so once my parents go, it's just me. So he's kind of like the only sibling-ish I've ever had. Just to like show you how close we were. I call his mom number 2. I even, wish her happy Mother's Day and like that kind of stuff. I haven't seen him in person since 2019, September. And seeing him at that time in person, I just been put on an antidepressant for the first time, and that one specifically did not work for me. And I couldn't even enjoy his time there because honestly, they put me on Paxil first, and that just made me want to sleep the entire time. So we've talked like since I've moved from California to Tennessee. And then he was supposed to come out one Christmas, And his mom and him were like begging me to fly out last minute, but I couldn't because that's like when I can't take off work. And then the next time he came without telling me. And I told him how much that hurt my feelings, and he dismissed my feelings and tried to gaslight me. And then last November, he did it a second time. And I'm sure you can guess at this point where this story is going. But when he did it the second time, I told myself, I'm not going to contact him and see how he's doing and check in. I want him to reach out first. And this, like, when he came in November, it felt, and didn't say anything, it felt very intentional. His mom is one of those people that posts on Facebook a million times a day, every day. So when he was here, she didn't post one time during that week or 2 weeks, whatever it was, until he left. So that felt like very intentional. Fast forward to real time. I don't even know, are we 2 weeks out at this point? His stepsister was one of my best friends, and I talk about it a lot. She passed away in 2012. And her dog died. Her parents have been taking care of it, so it's kind of like they've now been taking care of this dog for 13 years since she died, and like it was her dog. Like, it's just a weird thing. So I talked to his mom the day the Raja was put down, and she was just talking about how sad she was and stuff like that. And then the next day I came home from work early because I didn't feel good, and I woke up from a nap, and I just got on Instagram and see that he is in the States again. Also forgot to mention, in the beginning of June, like June 11th is his birthday. No, July 11th is his birthday. We had no contact really until that day. I wished him happy birthday. He liked a couple of my posts. That was it. So I wished him happy birthday, and he had sent me this like long message that was really about him playing this Pokemon game, and then him saying that he just tells his boyfriend about me and how much his boyfriend wants to meet me and how he like thinks about me all the time. So then fast forward, I wake up from this nap the day after his stepsister's dog died, and I had just talked to his mom. You think she would have been like, at least I get to see Bo tomorrow or something. But no. He was actually in the States for a full week before I was contacted by either of them. And when I was contacted, they were asking me if I could just like drop everything and fly out on a whim. And it was obvious. They tried to act like, oh, this was a very, very last minute trip, we swear. But it takes his dad 2 days to drive out to where they live. And his dad was there the day he arrived. So they obviously knew at least 48 hours in advance to tell me. Not to mention it takes Bo himself to get from Japan there in 48 hours. So I'm more hurt by his mom this time because she had never really, I don't know. I'm sure you all can hear it in my voice, and I know this is probably not the most fun playing with me to watch, but that's kind of, I know I keep saying I want to keep posting videos and stuff, but when I say finding out he did this again and it broke me, like it's been worse than any breakup I've been through. So I've been pretty devastated, and I feel even more alone because my parents are significantly older than his parents. My dad just turned 74, and he is slowly losing his memory. And so when they go, I was like, at least I'll have his family, and it just feels like that's been taken away a little bit. But let's go ahead and get into the day by day of this plan with me. Lucy's coming over now to make sure I'm okay. Most of the stickers are going to be from RoseyPlans. The Hunger Games stickers are from SPC. The first thing I put in Monday the 17th is that it was St. Patrick's Day. And then this morning, the So This Is Love plan with me went up. I did get to sleep in this Monday. Lucky, lucky me. I played some Dreamlight Valley, which still going strong. Then it was leg day. Workouts, not so much in real time. I marked that I watched the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I had a breakdown, and then I washed my sheets. Moving into Tuesday the 18th, I did my makeup, and I went to work. And this day was kind of a disaster. Something happened, and the person with the keys was over 3 hours late. And then I went tanning, and I did my pool workout, and then afterwards I FaceTimed Little Dick Nick. I played some Dreamlight Valley, and then this night I did color, which I just ordered a new coloring book from Anna Bananas, and it's ironically August 13th today that I'm filming this voiceover, which is National Left-Handed Day, and you could get a left-handed coloring book from her shop, and it is life-changing. And then I watched The Hunger Games. Moving into Wednesday the 19th, I played more Dreamlight Valley. It was new item release day. And then I did some planning. This day I had a total body workout. And then I finished reading Wild Wolf, which was the current Zodiac Academy book I was reading. Or it was a book pertaining to that world. It's a spin-off series. That book is from SPC. Also, I did use some of the doodles that came with the sheet from Leonard Designs. This day I did go ahead and do a voiceover. And then I did my makeup, and I started rereading Fourth Wing this day because it had been like 2 years since I read Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, so I wanted to reread those to refresh my memory before hopping into Onyx Storm. And I wanted to finish everything in the Zodiac Academy world before starting another fantasy series. So, yeah, and then I went to work, which was the same shift I worked tonight. And then this day my plan with me went up for my Winnie the Pooh winter spread. It is like a kit from Geeky Giraffe, but she just calls it kit 1048, so it doesn't really have a name. And then this day Lucy, Olivia, and I took a nap. I skipped something. I also got my hair done. Yep, there we go. And then I watched Catching Fire. I did my makeup. And then this night I had my first date with Little Dick Nick. And I can't even tell you what we did or where we went, which should tell you it's not a very good sign. Literally couldn't tell you. Wow, that's really bad. Anyways, moving into Friday the 21st, I did my makeup, and then this day I decided to surprise everyone at work and get them McDonald's breakfast. The team had just kind of been in a mood, and sometimes it's fun to do that stuff. And then I went to work, and then after I went tanning, and then I had to stop by the post office and I think mail my taxes. I played some Dreamlight Valley. I did my leg workout. I FaceTimed Little Dick Nick again, and then watched Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. Moving into Saturday, March 22nd, totally didn't realize there was an extender there until I saw it in my playback. Like, these extenders are so down now in real life that some of them I forget they're there until I see it on my screen. Anyways, this Saturday I slept in and then I played some Dreamlight Valley. I went ahead and did my push workout, which meant I finished the workout plan I was on, which was Alive Phase 2. Then I did my makeup and I stopped at McDonald's for a emotional support Diet Dr. Pepper, because I was very much in a phase at this point in time with it. And then I FaceTimed Little Dick Nick. New game. If you're drinking an alcoholic beverage perchance while watching this, you gotta drink every time I say Little Dick Nick, okay? Moving on to Sunday the 23rd, I redid my nails this day. I did my makeup, and then I went ahead over to Little Dick Nick's place to see it for the first time. And then I had a date with Little Dick Nick. I came home and I did my laundry, and then this weekend NASCAR was in Miami, which I've worked a lot of Sundays and I've missed a lot of the season this year, and I really miss it. But I've still been tracking it either way. And then I did some planning, and then I went to work. I want to say it was just a work meeting and not a full shift that night, but I could be wrong, but I'm like 90% sure on that. Not that it really matters. I'm getting paid either way. And not like you guys care if I'm at work or at a meeting. I don't know why I feel the need to always specify everything like so hardcore. Here is what I have left over in the Leonard Designs kit. Again, I did get this kit printed and shipped to me. I did not print it myself, and then I accidentally have some SPC leftovers that got hidden in there from the Bambi spread that I didn't end up using. My planning room is a mess. I still haven't had the energy to organize it. It's been 4 years since I moved here, and I keep saying that. So, yeah, it was probably never going to happen. Let's just be realistic at this point, shall we? So here are the scripts that I formatted myself and had foiled from Planet Hannah with a custom multi. Hannah does now have an option where you can send in your own font for scripts. So if you want to match your scripts specifically like with a Hunger Games font, or like I do things like for the Little Mermaid, I look up the font they use and stuff like that. That is now an option to you all, which is so exciting because I know a lot of you like how I match the font of my scripts to the spread. I like it too, not gonna lie, but it is a total pain in the ass, okay? It is a pain in the booty sometimes. Some of these fonts are so hard to find, and finding one that I think works with some spreads, especially if they don't have a specific font, like I did a Shark Week spread, there isn't really a specific font that works well. So like, it's just a whole process. Sometimes I swear, hours looking for a font for one spread. It's ridiculous. Yeah, that's my rant on spreads. And then I think out of all the years Hannah and I have been doing this, we've only had 2 fonts that for whatever reason she can't get to work when I format them, which was so interesting. I'm a technology jinx though, so it's probably my fault. Anyways, this is the final close-up of this playing with me. Thank you all for joining me on this therapy session. Little did I know I was going to be once again crying in a playing with me, but I appreciate all of you that have stuck around during this planner rough patch that's happening with my account right now. I appreciate every one of you. If you need me, reach out, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.